Hey guys, it's Doc Apocalypse here with Apocalypse MTG. This is our Sunday edition for the Kamigawa Neon Dynasty spoilers. We're going to start it off pretty easy here with 2 white Banishing Slash, alright? Don't forget, hit that like and subscribe button for daily content. I try to put at least one movie up a day. But, let's get back into it. 2 white for a sorcery. This is the only downside of this is that it's a sorcery. Other than that, this thing is pretty awesome. Alright, Banishing Slash. It says, destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or tapped creature. Then, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. Alright, so the only thing that's going to be holding this back is it's a sorcery, and nobody likes sorceries. If it was an instant, this thing would be probably a rare, then, at least. But, if you ask me, this is a lot like a disenchant. It's just strictly different disenchant. Alright, disenchant's just a 2 mana, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I don't really see why disenchant needs to be an instant, especially at that cost, but I like it a lot because I mean this is a artifact and enchantment matters world, and disenchant is awesome. Alright, being able to destroy a tapped creature as well is awesome. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to take that hit first, but this is a card that you really want to top deck. And in the later game, be like, oh, I keep getting hit by this thing that just I can't get rid of. I don't have removal. White's not the greatest, not the worst at removal, but this is a cool card, and you get a Sammy out of it. And samurais do mean stuff. I mean, that is samurais and warriors in Kamigawa are really coming together quickly, just like goblins are. And so I see this one being a definitely a limited card, and it should see some constructed play, but not a whole lot. I really don't see this taking anything into the eternal formats or the older formats like modern or whatnot. It's just not quite there. Alright, so the next card we're going to get into is Lion Sash. Alright, this is a 2 mana, or 2 CMC, 1 and a white, artifact creature equipment cat. Alright, this is pretty cool because it is an equipment and a creature. You're probably not going to play this out on turn 2 because it's a 1/1 and it's going to die to all removal. Pretty much all the kinds of removal. Artifact removal, equipment removal, creature removal. You name it, it's going to get it. But you play this out a little bit later in, and you've hunted out with something like Fighter Class, where you search it out of your library and then you play it. You can pay 1 white, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a permanent card, put a 1/1 counter on Lion Sash. So, as long as you've been playing some instants or some sorceries, this doesn't do nothing. It has to be a permanent card. But early game to mid game, this is going to be definitely doable. And if you've got any kind of removal built into your deck already that you've been kicking out their 1/1s, or they're playing against a mono white, and you had to remove their aspirants or something along that lines, you've got targets for this already. And then it says equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Lion Sash. So you reconfigure this for 2 after it's got a counter on it, or before, I guess, technically. But you can you reconfigure it onto something, and now it's protected from sweepers until the sweepers come. And so that creature's going to be getting bigger. You're paying 1 to get it bigger throughout the game to get rid of anything that's in graveyards. You're just going to be cleaning house on graveyards, except for instants and sorceries. I guess you could technically get rid of those instants and sorceries, just not get the 1/1 if you wanted to. So it is graveyard hate on a stick. And then when they come through with that targeted removal for that creature that it's on, or a big sweeper like Doomscar, this stays. This doesn't go away. Even though it is an artifact creature, when it's equipped, it's an equipment. It's not a artifact or not a creature. So that board wipe comes through, kills what it's on, and you still have a 5/5 or whatever you've gotten this Lion Sash up to creature that can swing next turn on their open board, in theory. If they board wipe and then put a 2/2 down because that's all the mana they have left, you can probably blow right through that. They're going to have to use it to chump. So this is a really cool card. I like it a lot. A lot of people have been comparing it to cards like Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze only targets creature cards from graveyards, and yeah, you get to gain the life, which is really cool, and it comes in as a 2/2, which does mean something. Early game, you can use Scavenging Ooze to chump. Same with this, I guess. You can kind of lock it down a little bit with Lion Sash, and in standard or limited play, you could have multiple of these in your deck, up to 4, or limited infinite in theory. But it's I really think that the Lion Sash is actually better in my eyes because you can reconfigure it and survive the board wipes that Scavenging Ooze just can't do. Plain and simple, Scavenging Ooze dies to removal and dies to board wipes, where Lion Sash, it dies to removal, but it doesn't die to board wipes unless it's sitting as a creature on the battlefield. Downside to reconfigure, it can only be done as sorceries, but I'm not looking at this card very often as a stay on the battlefield as a creature. My goal is to get this out in turn 5-6 range and pay 1, get rid of something out of graveyard, maybe pay 2 of them and turn this into a 3/3, equip it for 2, and get it onto something to protect it from a board wipe or the creature removal. So that is dope. Let's go on to the next one. See what else we got. All right, we got Armguard Familiar. I'm not super hyped about this. It's a 2 CMC, 1 in a blue, artifact creature, equipment, beast. It's got ward 2. Equipped creature gets +2/+1 and has ward 2. So, but its reconfigure cost is 4. That is a lot. I haven't seen a whole lot of things that bring down reconfigure costs yet. I'm sure they're coming. But right now, a reconfigure cost of 4 is a lot for a +2/+1 ward 2. Early game, this is awesome. You just play it out and it has ward 2, which I don't really know how many people are going to be targeting removal on a 2/1, but it could happen. And so, I mean, it's a late game limited play card. It's not going to see much constructed, not going to see much commander, but it's a cool card and I like it. So we'll go to the next one. Tempered in Solitude. All right, Tempered in Solitude is a 2 CMC, 1 in a red enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, exile the top card of your library. You may play this card this turn. I like these exile the top card, and you may play it this turn. I wish it was until end of next turn, but it's not bad. You're not going to play this turn 2 because you're not going to have any way to play it. But this is a good pull from the top of your deck and be able to play 1 extra card. There is one card that I've seen so far that is very similar to this. This is Azuri Captain, or Azurai Captain. It's got very similar texts. Whenever a samurai or warrior you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each samurai or warrior you control. So they're really focusing on this, trying to get people to do the Voltron thing with these artifact creature equipment X creatures, trying to say Voltron it up with reconfigure, attack with a 1 big bad, and for example, this captain could be that 1 big bag where it comes in, has haste, you Voltron it up, you pop your Tempered in Solitude in the late game, and now you've got, or you pop your Temple of Solitude, and then whenever you attack alone with this captain, not only does he get a 1/1 for each samurai you control, but he has but you can now play the card off the top of your library. That's pretty cool. I like it a lot. This card is just good, just solid. I don't know how much removal it's going to face, but I like it a lot. I definitely will be using this in the commander deck in the near future. Next one is Bamboo Grove Archer. It's a 2 CMC, 1 in a green enchantment creature, Snake Archer. It has Defender, so that sucks, but it's got Reach. And then you've got Channel for 5 CMC, 4 in a green. Discard Bamboo Grove Archer, destroy target creature with flying. This is a plummet effect for a lot. But it's a cool sideboard for best of 3 in Constructed or in some of the other formats. Again, it's got Defender and Reach, so you can take down those flyers with it as a 3/3 early game. 2 mana for a 3/3, pretty dope. Late game, you can chuck it away to get rid of their Goldspan Dragons or their Hellkite Tyrants or stuff like that. So for 5 mana to be able to get rid of a Goldspan, that's worth it. Generally speaking, that's worth it. Because Goldspans just are horribly annoying. So I like Bamboo Grove Archer in best of 3, best of 1. I'm probably not going to play it. Unlimited, why not? I pick them up every once in a while, especially if I'm running any kind of green deck. It's pretty cool. Last one is Naomi, Pillar of Order. All right, this is a 5 CMC, 3 white-black in Orzhov. All right, it's a legendary creature, human advisor in the uncommon rank. Whenever Naomi, Pillar of Order enters the battlefield or attacks, if you control an artifact and an enchantment, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. We just saw this almost same text, just not attack, in Banishing Slash. Same thing, creates a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance. All right, but Naomi, it's a pretty expensive, and I just don't know if a 4/4 at 5 CMC in Orzhov is where we want to be at, especially for a legendary creature. This isn't going to be a commander. At 5 CMC, I mean, a 2/2 is just not there. It's just not there. As a limited play, for sure, I'm going to pick this up whenever I see it because it's a solid Orzhov card in limited. Being able to just create tokens every time I attack, that's awesome. I mean, I probably won't pick up 4 or 5 of them in limited in a single draft, but I'll pick 1 or 2 of them up in Orzhov, and that's going to be great. And it's at an uncommon rate, you're going to be seeing them quite a lot in limited. And I think they got some shenanigans planned in the upcoming cards since we're only in day 2.5-ish. Weekends don't really count in my eyes because they don't really release many during the weekend. But yeah, I see some shenanigans coming with Naomi, Pillar of Order. All right, so that rounds it out for today already. I'm not sure how you guys feel about these cards. I loved them. I think that this set's rounding out to not be overly powerful. I don't think that it's going to be underpowered. It's not Crimson Vow that had a lot of spiky creatures but not real synergy, and it wasn't underpowered in that we've seen in the past, and it's definitely not Thrones of Eldraine though. It's not Ikoria. I think this is going to be well rounded. Now, very well might be that the next 5 days during the main spoiler week, we're going to get a whole bunch of bombs and a whole bunch of cratering, game altering, Alrund's Epiphany style cards. I don't see that coming. I think that Magic looked at Thrones and Ikoria and said, "Oh boy, we need to slow our roll." The power creep was getting real, and I think they're shifting back now. AFR was like Keldheim was strong in my eyes, but AFR and on was Strixhaven and on really. Strixhaven was meh. I think it was a little overcorrection, but AFR on now is all going to be continuing in this next rotation, and we're going to definitely see a more balanced standard by the end of the year. As long as the next couple of sets after Kamigawa don't power creep again, and we get to the Brothers War set that's going to completely break this standard, I think we're looking at a very fun next 2 years. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. I am working on getting a Discord channel set up and a Patreon. It's a little early for me to be saying Patreon, so I'm not going to even put any of that stuff out there yet. I'm going to get that Discord set up, and for right now, everyone in Discord, you guys are the bee's knees. Everyone else, thank you for watching. It was a nice short video. There will be more to come. I haven't covered the Planeswalkers yet. That's going to be coming out hopefully later tonight, actually, for all the Planeswalkers that they've released so far. Again, I'm just trying to stay on top of these. They're releasing cards like crazy, and I missed the first 2 days. I just wasn't able to get on the computer and actually get all these and get the recording done. So, as always, stay safe, be kind, God bless.